going to represent, right? So, and I was having a conversation prior to me being on live with you, with one of my good friends, and I was saying essentially like quality men don't want women who are just putting their bodies out there. And yes, you may be, you may be making a lot of money and things of that sort, but men who have careers, how can I bring this woman around as my wife?
Damn, Perk did this?
I don't need no one to save me. I was born to be the greatest. All that time in that basement, all that time isn't wasted. Rapping getting faded. I just wanna tell my mom that I made it. Just wanna be the topic of the conversation. Used to rock the gold plated. Now I'm wearing gold chains like I'm famous.
Exactly.
And so that causes a lot of stress, anguish, and a lot of disappointment and arguments. I think scriptures say, they talk about being unequally yoked. But when people say that, I don't necessarily believe that they have a full understanding of what that means, right? I look at it as moving in the same direction, having the same type of value system, having the same type of goals, right? Yes, we want to grow old together. Yes, we want to live comfortably and be happy, be at peace. But sometimes when people are unequally yoked, some people want the fame and fortune, and other people just want to live quietly and successful. And I use this as an example when I talk about technology. You have, my understanding is, and I can't validate this, but I this is just my thoughts. I think that there are more women who have OnlyFans pages than men.
Yes.
Now, let's just say that a man is involved with a young lady who has an OnlyFans page. Knowing how men sometimes think, how is that going to work out, right? Where this person is your special, right? This is your one and only, but then everybody, hundreds of thousands of subscribers making more money than the president. How can they justify that? But yet, when you talk about high value man, what value did you put on someone who uses that as a means? I don't know. Would you call it an art form? How do you bring that together to kind of justify what is high value and what isn't?
Great question. I mean, when it comes to these pages, OnlyFans, is it Fansly?
I have no idea.
Me neither. But it might be the same thing. But what people have to remember is that, especially ladies, when you are, see, men, we think about the future and we think about what it is that we want our families, our legacy, what is that going to represent, right? So, and I was having a conversation prior to me being on live with you, with one of my good friends, and I was saying essentially like quality men don't want women who are just putting their bodies out there. And yes, you may be, you may be making a lot of money and things of that sort, but men who have careers, how can I bring this woman around as my wife to company functions, and someone just happens to Google my wife and happens to see she got it all wide open? Like, that's embarrassing. And what a lot of women don't realize is that the woman who's on your arm can help your career and also hinder your career,
Yeah.
because the bosses, or the people that are in your network, you know, this is how they respect you. I'll mention Andre Love Crossing Borders, my brother, right? You know, beautiful wife, corporate senior accountant, pardon me, has a high level job. He's able to, one of the reasons why a lot of people respect him is also because of how his woman respects him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, when it comes to this high value, it's not necessarily about the money. It's also about who you have around you in this network.
Right.
So if you are a guy that's considered high value and you're bringing, you're bringing a woman who has OnlyFans and you end up having a family with her, and you go to, let's say you go to a corporate lunch or something like that, and you're introducing, you're trying to network with other business partners, and one of your business partners happens to Google your wife and sees that she has an OnlyFans page. It may have been 10 or 15 years ago, but the internet has data that won't be forgotten.
Right. Right.
And it's like, ladies, I get it. Get your bag. You want to live in the moment. That's cool. But moments end. And so will that relationship, because you will not be a wife. You will forever be the side piece. You will forever be the next one and the next one and the next one. But you will not get to the ultimate stop that you want. So you can put all the product, the OnlyFans, and you get in this bag. Go ahead, get it, girl.